That look at concentration.
Today we're at Bisley, a funny old place, a bit like an antique shop, but not a shop, a kind of village. Everything's old and crotchety. Yeah, loads of old clubhouses. Be great for film places around here. The South London Rifle Club, Victoriana, I reckon. All these old buildings. And we'll have a bit of a shooting session. Now, my gun, I've bought a beauty, but I'm not allowed to pick it up yet. I haven't got the right license yet. So today I should be using one of Max's, which is always fun, because I don't have to clean it. The job is zero. Max, explain this to people.
Right, so that's the zero target. Okay, now the zero range, I think it's 76 yards, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's very, very short. And this is a particular target designed for this zero range. So you aim at the black spot.
Yep. Can you say that?
You are allowed to say that.
Okay.
Because that's what it is. And you aim at the black spot at 300, and then you set your scope or your sights at 300 yards, and theoretically that's where they go.
Yep.
You then up it to whatever range you're going to shoot at. So you've got 500, 600, and that's where. But you always keep the same point of aim.
Yeah.
And then the rounds will land as you adjust your sights and your scope.
Interesting to see how much the bullet drops at 500 yards to 300 yards. About 2 inches to about 3 inches, isn't it?
Look at the difference between 1,000 foot.
Yeah. And then it all depends on what grain bullet you're firing as well.
Yeah,
it's complicated stuff.
My bullets don't go that far.
And then you've got to take into account the rotation of the Earth and the solar moon pulling from the sun.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do this morning.
And a magnetic ley line that could be near you. You never know. Well, this is the zero range, and I'm allowed to zero my guns on my own farm, so that'd be quite handy. But if you haven't got a farm, this is where you check your sights first. This is Max SLR in a straight pull. You can't have the thing on the other side. It has to be single shot. You can't go semi-auto. Dance, Max, dance. Shouldn't say that really, should I? It's not funny, is it? I know a great game. Get running. Yeah, bang, bang. It's only soft air. A little bit of a twiddle on the sights. We've got catcher's ready. Let's grab the brass. Don't want to waste the brass. See that bin there says brass? There's not one single shell case in there. It's so valuable. It's snaffled and disposed of quickly in a reliable manner. Yeehaw! Right, it's locked and loaded now. I'll go around this. You'll see the bullet, because it's not very fast. You'll see the bullet fly along and hit the target and make a little hole in it. While we're still young. I saw the sand move. I bet that sand is full of bullets. It's 90% bullets now. Here we go, here we go. Squeeze, don't pull. Oh, come on, well, you never know.
Pull that
in the black.
In the black. Great.
Sure you can say that?
We can say that.
I suppose really saying in the pink is a bit ruder than in the black, really, isn't it?
Yeah, last time we got in the pink, I had to get divorced.
Uh-huh.
And that is all she wrote.
I think they're both in the black. But we don't really know. I should have aimed for a point somewhere else on the target, shouldn't I?
Well...
yeah, that was silly, really, when there's holes all over it and I'm just spattering on top of the holes. Yeah. Could I have one more shot? Is there any more in it? It was getting a little bit congested down there, so I aimed at that spot there. And I got two touched it, and then one was a little bit high. But, yeah, all in all, not so bad. Here we are with the Dediting District Rifle Club, the DDRL. and they're all banging away. Can I say banging away?
Banging good,
Banging away like crazy. And there's a dog over there. This is a great way of introducing your dog to severe bang and it not being bang shy. Great idea. I should have brought one of mine along. It'd have bitten someone by now, probably. I can see a Lee Enfield. I can see one over there made by Pallet Toy, which is rather cool. I rather like it actually. And then there's a big heavy sort of Target one over there. And no doubt we'll have a look at all sorts. There's another one made by Pallet Toy. Mine's made by an Australian chap. I haven't picked it up yet. And then Max has got looks like a T4 sniper rifle. Oh. Now we've got one of those Deacts on the website if someone's got the urge.
Yeah, that's not Deact.
Then I've got one in the army hanging on the wall, which is quite a nice one. Is that called a Savage, that one? It's got the slots on the stock. And then this is mostly Aussie Nagant.
That's a Faz.
Notice how you always open them laying there with the bolts open, so everyone knows you're not going to kill them. It's a reassuring thought knowing you're not going to be shot accidentally if someone donks their gun down. Yes, it'll be an interesting day. I think today we're shooting at 300 yards, and I've got my pockets full of bullets. This is a Sharps. The problem is, there's no bloody buffalo around anymore. Someone shot them all. Look at the size of the bullets. They're big lumpy things. Look at that, okay? Sort of greased, ready to go in. That's called case hardening. It's nice when it's got case hardening with a peep sight. Yeah, very cool, very cool. I think we're going to get the T4 out first. Could be cool. We'll let Max go first. Well, Max is shooting his SLR. That's his favourite gun, and I suppose I'll have a go with it afterwards. Now, what I normally do is sometimes I make the mistake and I shoot first and do my absolute best, and then the person who owns the gun shoots afterwards and can't quite compete. That's rude. That's rude. So this time I'm going to let Max shoot first, and then I'm going to dumb it down a bit and score 1 point less than him, because I am a gentleman. Or I might do my best and try and kick his ass just for a laugh. We'll have to see. He's changed his sights now. He's on telescopics instead of peep sights. I'm pretty good with either, so it'll be interesting. This is a great place with a great dinner. Haha! Everybody loves it. Now we're going shopping. Fulton & Sons Rifle Specialists. I tend to be a bit of a Holtz. My tailor's Holtz, but Max's tailor definitely this place. He loves it in here. And then they've got antique air rifles. Now I ought to have a good look at them because I've got a few antique air rifles. It is a hobby of mine. It's after lunch and it looks like we're now on 300 instead of 200. And I just spotted this, which belongs to our friend Ashley. That just shouts, Ashley, buy me. He needs one like that with a silencer. Yeah. Perfect for your back garden, isn't it, really?
You've got a big bloody garden.
Well, I know with the silence, it doesn't matter if it's only 30 yards long. You'll be right.
But it's a waste at 30 yards.
Extra layers of cardboard at the other end so the bullets don't go astray. Yeah, 2 magazines instead of 1. Yeah, just or a telephone directory. Yes, it's very nice. We like that. 6.2 out of a possible 50. Not too shabby. That means 2 V-balls and a few bullseyes. Woohoo! Bring it on. What I need is my own gun. Come on, firearms people. Let's shake a leg. Coming to a town near you. Have you ever tried these bars? Not bad. Quite chewy. The more you eat, the more muscles you get. And you look like the Hulk. You look like Conan the Barbarian. You only have to eat 7 a day. Every day of your life. I don't know where we are. It's so exciting. All these bikes. Everybody hates bikes. We're basically going down to London to meet Grenade for a big thing they're doing, and it's a road closed.
Yeah.
I think we're only an hour and a half late, and it just can't get any better, really, can it?
Can go through.
Road ahead closed.
Where is this?
Yeah, you'd be lucky to. Oh, hang on, you can do a left.
What's it?
Luckily,
almost there.
How far?
Almost there.
Shall I walk? Would it be easier?
It's 1.6, 0.6 miles.
0 point, half a mile.
Half a mile, yeah, half a mile. Yeah.
I wonder which way.
That way, but
Yeah, might not be able to get there. Could be a wall in the way. All exciting stuff.
a barrow market.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been down here in my tank in the past. No, Grenade have got a place very close. We can only go left. Oh, God. We're still gridlocked. Still gridlocked. I don't know where this goes. They're all standing outside drinking pints. They're not even getting in the pub. Got to be good money, innit, eh? You could pretend you had a pub and just sell the beer. And they just stand outside. Look at these three. They're not even drunk yet. Give it an hour. Nice little Desres there. Like, doesn't that look rough? Hey, doesn't that look rough? Probably let out on film sets. Victoriana Yacht, London. Well, I made it. We were only an hour and a half late. Saying that I was 20 minutes early before we got to the Uber man, and then it all went wrong. The first Uber couldn't find us, and then the second one. So that's the Tower of London, and that up there is Tower Bridge. Let's go and have a look. They promised me breakfast in the Ivy, but we've got to be set up for 7 o'clock in the morning. I think it's a couple of weeks' time, or 3 or 4, or something like that. All very posh around here. I wonder if I can afford an ice cream. What do you reckon, 7 quid, 20 quid? Just tourist prices. I might pretend I'm German, can't speak English, and see if he tries to charge me 60 quid. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Look at the queue. Well, I'm marooned in London for an hour or two now. Do I have a drink in a posh bar? Do I go for a swim in the Thames? Or do I go and do a bit of mudlarking? I think mudlarking's more me, don't you? Poking around in the mud, see if I can find something interesting that isn't going to bite me. Let's go and have a look. No public right of way, but you're allowed to use it. Sadly, I can't get my Land Rover down here. Otherwise, this would be a perfect place to get into the river. The tide's out. That's where it normally comes, so I'm about 10 feet under here. And I thought it might be interesting to have a little poke around, see if I can find something exciting in the shingle that someone chucked in here 400 years ago. Sparkles like gold with a couple of big diamonds sticking out of it. You never know. You never know. Yeah, you see, I could drive my Land Rover down here straight into the water, but there are slipways all the way along the Thames that are public rights of way. It's just a matter of learning where they are, and then we could come and play. And what play we could have. Yeah, everywhere you look, there's something kind of interesting that you're not sure quite what it is. Nothing of any real value, but lots of little knobbly bits and bolts and rivets and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, having a metal detector would be pointless here because everything's metal. There's metal everywhere. But having a poke around with a shovel and a bit of this and a bit of that, yeah, you might find something of value that someone's chucked off the bridge, wedding ring, something like that, in a moment of, yeah, interesting stuff. Nice piece of gas pipe there. All sorts. But nothing you want to take home. What's crazy is we're only 60 miles from London and we never really come here unless we're bringing a tank. And yet there's so much to see. I think that's HMS Belfast. I'd like that. That'd be great. I could put that in my pond, turn it into a hotel. Let's get closer. There she blows. HMS Belfast. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Never been on there. It's closed now, obviously. Everything's always closed when I'm available in London. Some sort of break-up hazard kind of camouflage, a bit like a Berlin chieftain. They're probably, I don't know, some sort of Aaag gun that fires about 30mm. The ones at the front look about 4-inch, which is small really for a ship. Wouldn't shoot very, what it goes, 13 mile, 15 mile. Whereas some shells go over the equator, 25, 30 mile. How cool. Still a very nice thing though. Let's hope they're looking after it. I'm still investigating until my Uber arrives and we get lost again. But you look at this bit and it's all kind of modern over there, and That's all very modern, and that's all very modern. Then you got this little bit stuck in the middle. Just kind of two buildings. The Shipwright Arms, and that one there's been into a Donna Burger. But basically that would be bomb damage during the war, and this whole place would have probably been levelled, and that bit wasn't, and they've kept it. Probably got one of them their orders on it. Listed, not listing, listed. Well, you got to laugh. They booked me another Uber, so I've rushed down here at 6:30. Only got in the wrong car, didn't I? I said, "Am I your Uber?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, yeah, you're Charlton." I said, "No, mate, I'm not Charlton. I'm Nick. Does it make any difference?" "Well, yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of trouble difference." So there you go. I'm sitting here waiting for a bloody Uber, and if I go and buy a pint, I know he'll arrive immediately, and I'll have to drink it in the car and nick the glass. I must leave the farm more often. It's took me quite a while to find my car, but there it is. Silly things like level 2. Any scratches? No. Happiness is finding your car in one piece when you come back from a trip.